Anyone can tell you they make the world's best fire lantern. But ultimately, the only ones who can make that call with authority are the men and women who use it. So on February 15, 2006, Bright Star gave 16 firefighters a Lighthawk fire lantern to take with them into a fire and smoke-filled building. We asked them to use it and abuse it exactly the way they would on the job, and to weigh its form, function, and features against every other lantern they've ever used. When they came out, this is what they had to say.
Well, the first reaction with the Lighthawk is definitely the weight. I mean, it's deceiving and everything that we've learned what flashlights are in the business.
The weight is the biggest difference.
It's a lot lighter than the ones we're used to.
By far, it's much lighter.
It's probably the lightest light out there that I've seen.
Without a doubt, it's definitely much lighter than the bulkier boxes that we carry now.
Again, I was impressed with both the size and the weight of it. The size is nice and compact, so when you're going into tight hallways or upstairs, it's not getting caught on stuff.
Crawling around and you're all this bulky gear, you don't need anything to give you some extra width, so this is a good sized light.
The lighter, we can make ourselves when we go in, the more comfortable, we feel.
It's almost like not having a light around your waist compared to the stream light.
It's a lot lighter than the stream light, a lot lighter.
When we were inside, we tried the Streamlight light box compared to this. It seemed like this one was much brighter, had a wider beam and more stronger when it hit the wall.
The beam itself is much better than the other one as far as cutting through smoke. You have a solid circle at the end against the wall, whereas the other one, it cuts out.
A very strong light pattern, I do believe, better than the Vulcan. I was able to pinpoint objects easier in the smoke.
And the stream through the smoke was actually wider. The Vulcan had a very narrow stream compared to the Lighthawk that was much wider.
It's a very strong and a very solid beam too, getting through the smoke. I use a Vulcan now, Streamlight Vulcan. It's a powerful beam, but I notice it does break up a little bit, and this stays pretty solid through the smoke.
Straighter beam, seems brighter, a lot stronger than the Streamlight.
It does seem to be very sturdy in terms of the handle design. We typically use the flashlight to slide along the floor as we're doing the search, and this was very well designed.
Like the bottom, it's a lot more durable.
It took a beating inside with me, and that says a lot for a flashlight.
It seems like when you have gloves on and stuff in your hands, it seems like it's a lot easier to grasp the Lighthawk than it is the light box. It just seems like it's easier.
One of the features I really like is the switch is in a spot where you can't accidentally knock the light off and all when you're crawling around trying to check things out in the smoke.
The switch on the Lighthawk is definitely easier to get to than these bigger boxes.
I tried it with a gloved hand, firefighting glove, and it was very easy to use.
On the Lighthawk, I also like the low battery light.
When you're half an hour low, the red light comes on, that's great. It's just like the warning on your air pack. When you're low, it beeps. As well as this red light coming on, you're ready to get out.
We did a head-to-head comparison with the LED in the back, and it seemed to be the LED did cut through the smoke a little bit better.
Very impressed with the LEDs on the back, so if where you do fall down, they're able to find you.
A lot of times I like to leave a light at the door when I'm doing a search of a room, and if I leave this there, it's very, very visible.
Better than the Vulcan light in terms of the LED flashing.
The strap's a lot bigger, so I had room to put it on with my pack.
It has a breakaway strap in case you're stuck somewhere. You can pop that and go.
Being able to bend it, I can sit it down on the ground and work with it. I've used the Streamlight Survivor, lasted about 6 months. Hell of a lot better light.
Well, I definitely recommend it to anybody that's in the fire service, EMS service.
Yeah, definitely recommend the Lighthawk.
Definitely.
I'll use it myself.
Yes. I'm going to order one.
To be honest with you, there's no comparison. It's lighter, it's got a better beam to it all around, it's a better light altogether.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the Lighthawk.